Hey guys, today I'm filming a 2-in-1 tutorial using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I recently posted my palette of the month video. I will have that linked up here. And in that video, I showed you swatches, I reviewed the palette, and I also showed you multiple different looks I created with that palette. I decided to take my two favorite looks and do a tutorial on them. So the first look is this very natural, more wearable, warm tone, basic eye. And the second look is using some olive eyeshadows, and it is a little bit more smoky. So I try to get two different kind of looks using this palette, and neither one of them are overly peach, unfortunately, but they were my two favorite looks that I created. So if you guys would like to see how to get those looks, then just keep watching. I'm going to take the shade Candied Peach with my Sigma E40 Tapered blending brush and apply this as my transition shade. So I am just blending this back and forth into my crease and right above it. And I'm actually going to go back in with a second layer to help intensify this color. I'm just blending those edges. Next, I'm going to take a shadow stick for my lid. This is the Mercier Caviar stick in the shade Rose Gold. And I am going to draw this directly onto my lid and then just tap over it a bit with my finger. Next, I'm going to take the shade Luscious with my MAC 239 flat shader brush and pack this on my lid over top of the Mercier shadow stick. And I am just pressing over top of the cream base to get as much intensity as possible. You get more intensity by pressing than you do by sweeping. And then I just went back in, picked up some more product to cover the entire lid. I'm going to take the same shadow on my finger and press it onto the lid for even more intensity. I'm going to take the shade Puree with my Sigma E25 blending brush and apply this in my crease. So this color I'm going to apply in a more concentrated way, just in my crease, blending back and forth. And I did go back, pick up a little bit more product to help deepen this, going from inner corner to outer corner right in the socket of my eye. Then I'm going to take the shade Summer Yum with my MAC 286 Duo Fibre Tapered blending brush, and I'm going to apply this color in my outer corner and the outer part of my crease. And just using this in my outer corner to help deepen the look. I love using this brush with deep colors because it does apply them, but also help blend them out. Then taking Puree with that same MAC 286 brush, I'm going to put this on the inner part of my crease and then just applying it on the inner part to help it blend into the Summer Yum shade. Next, I'm going back in with Candied Peach and my Sigma E40 Tapered blending brush and going around the edges of my crease. So I picked up quite a bit of product on the brush, and I am just going to go right around the edges to add a little bit more of that peachy tone. And I'm going to go back in with Luscious on my finger and pack it on the lid one more time just to get that really intense look. So that is all for the eyeshadow, but I'm going to go in with the liner on my lower lash line. This is obviously very optional, but I thought it would be really fun. So I'm going to be using the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Zulu, which is a matte mint. I'm going to apply it in my waterline and on the outer part of my lower lash line. So now that is all complete. I'm going to apply my winged liquid liner and mascara off camera and be back to show you what's going on my face. So now my eyes are all done. To line my eyes, I did use two different products, the Jessie's Girl Waterproof Liquid Liner and the Kat Von D Ink Liner in the shade Trooper. I had to use both because this one's almost out, so I had to end up using this for my wing, but they both worked really well. For mascara, I used a combination of the Benefit They're Real Mascara and the Pure Fully Charged. Moving on to the face, I'm going to contour with my Sleek Contour Kit in Light, and I'm going to be applying it with my Morphe M523 brush. And this brush does pick up a lot of product, so I kind of have to tap off the excess and then just applying this in the hollow of my cheek. And then blending the edges. And the same on the other side. I'm holding it this way to apply, and then I flip it this way to blend. So the application part, then blending. And this is a pretty intense color, and it is a bit on the warm side, but I still really like it for contouring. For blush, I am using something that was limited edition, but this is not a unique color blush. Any peachy pink I think would go perfectly with this look, but this specific blush is MAC Spring Flock, which is a matte finish, and I'm going to apply it with my Sigma F15 Duo Fibre blush brush. This blush is very pigmented, so just picking up a little bit of this and applying it on the back of my cheeks, circular motions working towards my apple, and then just blending back and forth. Same on this side. Back and forth, then circular motions blending towards my apple, and then just back and forth. I like a lot of intense cheek color. My last face product is going to be my highlight. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Pearl. This is great for anyone that's really fair, but if you do have a deeper skin tone, you might want to use Moonstone or Opal. And I'm going to apply it with my Morphe 510 brush. So just picking up a lot of product, dusting off a bit of the excess, and then just sweeping this on the top of my cheeks. I only apply highlight on the top of my cheeks because I'm oily, but you can definitely take this down the center of your face if you like that look or if you have more of a dry skin type. Now taking the Real Techniques blush brush, I'm gonna blend out all of these cheek products so they don't look so harsh, and it will help blend out some harsh edges. And lastly, we have lips. Again, I think any peachy pink would be really beautiful, but I'm going to be using one of the new Maybelline Baby Lips crayons in the shade Blush Burst. And that is what Maybelline's Blush Burst looks like. And if this is a little too bright for you, you could definitely choose a nude. So this was the first look using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Now on to the second look. And this is my second look using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I'm so glad they included some olive shades in this palette because I love the way that olive looks on my skin tone, and I absolutely love the look that I came up with using those shades. And if you would like to see how to get this, then just keep watching. I already primed my eye with the Justice Girl eyeshadow primer. I set my brow bone with a matte white from theBalm, and I set my crease with Wet n Wild Single Shadow in Brulee, which is just a matte cream color. So we're going to take the shade Puree with the Sigma E40 tapered blending brush, and I'm going to buff this out and apply it as my transition color. And I am just applying this in my crease and right above. This is a really pigmented color in my skin tone, so I'm just picking up a little bit of this and really making sure I buff it into my skin. Next, I'm going in with my eyeshadow base. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Mossy Green. This was limited edition, but any olive green base or any deeper bronzy brown base I think could work really well underneath of the lid shade. And I'm going to apply it with the Mary Kay Cream Eye Color brush. And I am just going to paint this on my lid and sort of carve it out. I do not want any of this into my crease, just on the lid. Next, I'm going to take the shade of Bless Her Heart, which is this olive green, and I'm going to pack it on my lid with my MAC 239 flat shader brush. And I am pressing this on my lid right over top of that cream base. So as you can see, the lid shade is actually lighter than the base, but I think it pairs perfectly, and it also helps bring out the gold tones in the eyeshadow. And then make sure we are packing the eyeshadow to completely cover that cream base. Next, I'm going in with Nectar, which is this light golden yellow, and my MAC 239 flat shader brush. I'm going to take the tiniest bit of this and pop it in the center of my lid to also help bring out the gold tones in the olive. So literally just one little tap of this and pressing it right in the center of my lid. Next, I'm going to take the shade Summer Yum, which is this matte red brown color, and I'm going to apply it in the outer and middle part of my crease with my MAC 286 Duo Fibre Tapered Blending Brush. And I'm going to put that right into the crease. I love using this brush with deeper shadows in the crease because it helps to apply and blend really easily. So just blending it back and forth there. Next, I'm taking the same brush and the shade Puree, which we used as a transition color, and I'm going to apply that on the inner part of my crease to help blend Puree and Summer Yum. And just applying this on the inner part of the crease so that we have a nice fade from dark to light and it isn't so intense on this inner part. And next for the outer corner color, we're going to be taking the shade Tempting, which is a really, really dark mossy green with some shimmer in it. And I'm going to apply it in the outer corner with my Sigma E25 blending brush. And I am just going to buff this into the outermost part of my crease, helping to create some more definition. And then making that little V shape. And then picking up a little bit more, and I'm just going to take the flatter part of the brush and just blend over that outer part of my eye to help that transition a little bit easier onto my lid. And that is actually all for the eyeshadow, but I am going to put some liner on my lower lash line. I am taking the Urban Decay 24/7 liner in Stash, which is an olive green, so you could use this as a cream base. And I'm going to apply this all the way in my waterline and then just on the outer part of my lower lash line because I feel that is most flattering on my eye shape. All for the eyeshadow and the bottom liner. I'm going to do my top liner and mascara off camera and be back to show you what's going on my face. So for liner and mascara, I use the Jesse's Girl Waterproof Liquid Liner and the Pure Cosmetics Fully Charged Mascara. To contour, I'm going to use my Sleek Contour Kit in Light and my Sigma F05 Small Contour Brush. And I am just going to apply this in the hollow of my cheekbones, blending back and forth, and then in circular motions towards my hairline. Same on the other side, applying this in the hollow of my cheeks, blending back and forth, and then circular motions towards my hairline. For blush, I'm going to be using MAC's Cantaloupe, which is a really great neutral wearable peachy shade that I think is absolutely amazing with this look. And I'm going to apply it with my Sigma F15 Duo Fibre Blush Brush. So I am just going to be applying this on the back of my cheeks mostly, and then whatever is left, working that towards my apples. And then I just like to blend back and forth, circular motions towards my hairline. Doing the same on the other side, blending back and forth, working towards the apple, blending back towards the hairline in circular motions. To highlight, I'm going to use my absolute favorite, theBalm Berry Luminizer, and I'm going to apply it with my Morphe M510 highlight brush. And I'm just going to apply this on the top of my cheekbones, just blending back and forth here to really intensify that color and sheen. Same on the other side, just blending it back and forth on the top of my cheekbones. Then I'm going to take the Real Techniques blush brush and blend out all of my cheek products so they aren't so harsh. I'm going to blend lightly over the highlight so I can still stay intense, but I definitely need to blend out the bronzer and blush. For lips, I have a nude lip combination using two ColourPop products. First, I'm going to line my lips with a ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Aquarius. And I am just following my natural lip line. And I will be filling in my lips with the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in Aquarius 2. And this is the final olive look using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I would love to know your favorite looks using this palette. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.